Hey, good morning, my friend. This is Matthew Hamill with Modern Kitchen Pros. Thanks for joining me on this beautiful Tuesday morning here in SoCal. I'm actually sitting outside of Starbucks, so don't mind the saxophone and the trumpets in the background. I'm just kind of getting my day started here. But I wanted to put together this video because I continue to have clients ask me the same questions over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And then a lot of them seem shocked when some of this stuff comes up. So I wanted to, kind of give you a heads up on what you can expect when it comes to doing a kitchen remodel as in regards to the cost, right? So the first point, and keep in mind I'm sitting out next to the drive-through, so if you hear people's coffee orders coming through, don't mind them. So the first cost, you're looking at straight remodeling costs, right? So this is going to be the cost for new cabinets, new paint, new countertops, new flooring, new backsplash, new lighting. It's all the basic costs that come in. So materials and labor, these are just things that you can expect to pay. And those are pretty simple, pretty, straightforward. And they're very easy to understand once you get them. The next thing sorry, I'm a little under the weather, so I'm trying to shoot this thing quick. The next thing you're going to want to, and let me back up real quick. The remodeling costs, that's something that everybody knows, right? But it's these next few line items that I'm going to discuss that surprise homeowners or put them over budget. So just wanting to give you some preparation so you walk into a renovation knowing exactly what to expect, right? So the next thing you have is contingency costs. And contingency costs kind of tie into the next point. I'll get there in a second, but contingencies are, let's say after demo, your contractor discovers that there's mold, or that you've got, termites, or you've got electrical that's from the 1930s and it's completely out of code, or somebody completely Mickey Moused your plumbing, whatever the case may be. These are things that need to get fixed, right? A good contractor is not going to let that stuff go. They're going to fix it. They're going to stop what they're doing, bring it up to you, tell you what the cost is to fix it, and then they'll wait on your approval. Now, you can have your contractor do it, which he's already there. I highly recommend it. It's much better for you as far as time is concerned to just use the contractor you already have in place rather than trying to find somebody else to fix it. But you also need to understand that it is an additional cost, right? And we have to tell our clients over and over again, because it's not common sense, right? You guys don't do this every day. We do it every day, so we see it every day. So we have to tell you, and I feel obligated to tell you that please put together a contingency budget, especially if you have an older home. It's just the smart thing to do, and that way you're not surprised when something comes up. You at least have the money to cover the cost, right? So along with contingency, the next one is change order. So in a change order, let's say you have one of the above issues I mentioned, mold, termites, electrical, whatever. You got a problem that needs to be fixed that was unforeseen before construction started, right? A change order at one it's essentially the contract that says, hey, I agree to these changes. This is what it's going to cost me, and I agree to pay for the additional cost. Perfect, no problem. So change orders can be for unforeseen things, but change orders can also happen when you decide to do something crazy, like change the design of your kitchen in the middle of construction. You're going to pay for that, because now essentially you just wasted the time of the contractor, and you're going to have to pay for it, right? You're going to have to pay for the contractor undoing everything that he did, and then you're going to have to pay for him replanning and reordering, and then you're going to have to pay for him to redo, or do your new design, do your new idea, whatever the case may be. And change orders are due 100% upfront in full, so don't be surprised when a contractor asks you for the entire change order up front without the work even being done. That's state law here in California, and with Cali being, or having, I should say, the most strictest codes in the country, you can guarantee that it's going to be the same way in every other state. So that's what change orders are, right? And there's normally a change order fee associated with the change order in and of itself, but they do cost extra money, and it sucks. So if you're indecisive, it's unfortunate, right? But at least have a little bit of contingency money set aside for any change orders that may come up. Man, the sun is rising. It's nice out here. The next thing you can expect, and I probably should have did this one first, but it's design costs. Now, design costs are kind of like an insurance policy. You hire a professional planner to come in, and keep in mind, we've worked with a ton of interior designers. I would say 90% of them are garbage. Garbage. They don't know what they're doing. They just like to throw paint on the walls and maybe change the fabric on a few pillows and call it a day. But they don't know anything about planning kitchens. They don't know anything about major construction, nothing. Unfortunately, I've seen it time and time again, and it's heartbreaking to watch homeowners spend their money on these guys. Now, I'm not an interior designer, right? But I'm a planner. And what I do is I go in and I draw up plans based upon specific measurements that I've either taken or you've given to me, and I plan your kitchen according to those measurements. And normally it's within about a 1/16 of an inch, which is about, I don't know if you can see it, like that big. So we're pretty accurate. If you have a designer or planner or whatever that doesn't know what they're doing, and first, find out first. Ask them for, hey, I want to see a past project where I want to see the plans, and then I want to see the finished project. You have every right to ask that from them. Don't trust them. Ask. Always ask. So, but design costs, it's a small insurance policy, right? You pay anywhere from $500 to $1,500 to have somebody come out and professionally plan your kitchen, right? Plan cabinet placement. You'll know exactly how much square footage you have for countertop. You'll know how much exactly how much square footage you have for backsplash. You can get lighting diagrams. You can do all kinds of stuff. Put it this way: you have architectural drawings where when you're building a house from the ground up, you get a roll of blueprints, right, for every single elevation, every single room. So this is actually a step down from architectural drawings, and that's kind of how extensive the information is, right? That's how accurate the measurements have to be. It's just a step down from having your full house, in blueprints. But you pay this fee, and you can rest at night knowing that a professional has measured your kitchen or at least planned your kitchen. And it helps because when you take these plans and you hand them over to a contractor, they know exactly what goes where every single time. Also, you know exactly what to order, how many cabinets, how many finished panels, how much molding, how much toe kick, how many filler pieces you need, how many handles you need. There's no guesswork, right? And a lot of homeowners that try to plan these things on their own, they make thousands of dollars in mistakes because they wanted to save on the extra $500 or $1,000 or $1,500, whatever the planner was going to charge you, right? They wanted to save that money. Well, now they're paying double, triple, quadruple the price that they would have paid for the design fee in just having your contractor fix all of your mistakes. Now, if you've planned a couple of kitchens before, then you're probably okay. But for most homeowners, they only do a remodel every, 2 remodels in their lifetime. Like, that's the average. And if, I don't go in and try to get myself brain surgery, right? I'm not a doctor. Why would you try to plan your kitchen when it's the most used, most seen, and probably one of the most expensive rooms in your house? Why would you do that? Don't do it. Hire, if you've got ideas and, jot them down, that's great, but run them by a professional and make sure you get accurate plans drawn up so you know that you're not going to run into any unforeseen costs because now you have to change a bunch of mistakes that you made. And I see it over and over again. I know you guys mean well, and that's great, but you know what? At the end of that, we just had a client 2 weeks ago that we were going in for. It was a quick project, right? We were actually just doing the cabinet installation, and she's like, yeah, I'm a designer. I've done like 65 kitchen remodels, blah, 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 blah. I was like, whatever, because I've heard that a lot in this industry, and like I said, 9 times out of 10, these people don't know what they're doing. But, so I was like, okay, cool, send me the plans. So I saw the plans. They were awful, right? Awful. And I'm like, are you sure this is everything? Because I don't want to waste my time. Now, mind you, this was supposed to be a 1-day project, 1-day cabinet installation. We get there, and we start installing cabinets. And immediately, I saw a problem. She had a 9-inch gap, that wasn't on the plans, but she had a 9-inch gap of filler on one of her walls, right? And I called it out to her and her husband, and the husband was like, well, yeah, let's make it functional, yada, yada, yada. Well, she was very indecisive. I mean, she was probably one of the tougher ones to work with because she was so indecisive. But she screwed up the plans. And so we made changes on the fly. So I charge it for change orders, I charge it for my time. And long story short, her 1-day job turned into a 2-week job. 1 day to 2 weeks. And it cost her triple the original bid. Triple the cost. All because she didn't hire a professional. All because she was indecisive. And it sucked. I felt bad, but I can't work for free. My guys can't work for free. And, I would never expect you to go to your job or your business and work for free. It's not how things roll, So, especially when you're hitting me for my time. No. Not going to happen. So, that's the design cost. I know I sat there for a little bit, but that's something that I honestly think that every smart homeowner should pay for a professional planner to come out. We guarantee all of our work, plus all of our GCs work directly with all of our planners. So rest assured that if for some strange reason we have an off day and we make a mistake in your design, it's guaranteed we'll take care of it, we'll fix it, and we'll do whatever we have to do to make it right. So now the last one. And if you're still watching this video, thanks. I know I kind of went off on a rant on the design thing, but these are some important points that are going to help you save money. The last one is called if you've ever read a Robert Kiyosaki book, like The Rich Dad, Poor Dad, or you've ever listened to Dave Ramsey speak about, finances and things like that, you've heard them mention the term stupid tax, right? And in this industry, we have what's called a pain in the ass tax that most homeowners don't even know exists. Every contractor knows about it, but most homeowners, I would say 99.9999% of homeowners do not know that there's a pain in the ass tax. And here's what I mean. When you first meet a contractor, you're obviously vetting them, right? To make sure that they're going to be a good fit for your project. But they're also vetting you to make sure that you're going to be a good client for their business. And most homeowners don't understand that. They think that the world revolves around them, and it doesn't. And especially with contractors that are good and that are busy, they don't need your business, right? You're privileged to be working with them. It's not the other way around. So, if you're going to be a headache, and if you're not self-aware enough to understand that you are a pain in the ass, well, you're going to pay for it. And a lot of times when we just saw this bid come in 2 days ago, a prospective client called us, said, hey, I got a bid for a kitchen remodel. Can you see what you can do? I'm going through this bid, and for me, it was red flags everywhere because the contractor that bid it, one, sent the bid and disappeared, but two, every single line item is probably 5 times what it cost. So when we rebid it, we actually did it at our cost, and it was about, I think came in at about $6,000 less than the other contractor. So me and my GC, we were like, wait, why this doesn't add up? Why would a contractor, and we know the other company, right? Why would this guy do this? Well, long story short, this guy's a pain in the ass. After having a few conversations with him and asking him some questions and things like that, because we vet a lot of our clients, we realize that this guy's going to be a headache, and it's probably not worth our time. Yeah, it's a great job, it's a $25,000 contract, but you know what? At the end of the day, is it really worth the headache? And in the beginning, contractors they're hungry, right? But after being burnt by homeowner after homeowner after homeowner, and dealing with a ton of crazy clients, contractors realize that their time is valuable and that they are only going to work with clients that are pleasant to work with. So if you're not pleasant, if you're indecisive, if you constantly ask about price, budget, that's a red flag for a contractor because they know that you're going to nickel and dime them to death. So if you can't, and please keep in mind, if you can't afford the remodel right now, it's not a problem. Save more money to do something very nice. Don't expect to be able to have a $50,000 remodel for 10 grand. I know that's common sense, but you'd be surprised at how many homeowners hit us with those kinds of numbers. It's absolutely insane. But yeah, just don't be a pain in the ass. Be nice, be pleasant. Don't be indecisive. And let the contractor be the contractor, right? I hear this joke all the time. I don't know who said it, but it was, I don't come to your job and smack the mic out of your hand and start ordering Whoppers. Like, it's the same kind of thing, right? Like, let the contractor do his job. Trust that he knows what he's doing, especially if they're licensed or insured or whatever the case may be, and they have the experience to back it up. Trust. Don't micromanage. Otherwise, it's going to take much more time, and you're going to be paying for that time. Trust me. So just be pleasant, be nice, be decisive. Don't micromanage. Have a good set of plans in place, and let the contractor do his thing, and you're going to be just fine. I promise you. So, I'm sorry for the long video. This was only supposed to be a 5-minute video, but now it's like 15 minutes. But I hope you got some value from this. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. This is either going to be on YouTube. It's going to be on our blog as well. But yeah, any questions, concerns, hit us up. And I hope you have a great day.